This is the Faculty of Pharmacy, located in Bioxcas 3, in the Viki campus. And here is a pharmacy student. But why does he look so depressed? Is it because May Day is over? Or is it just a natural expression of his nationality? No, the true cause of his anguish is that soon, sometime during the next semester, he will have to attend the lab course, which takes place in an aseptically clean workspace, located deep within the faculty's laboratories. There he will practice the extremely rigorous sterile work routines required to handle and analyze drugs and medicine, which are critical to our society. It is a crucial part of a pharmaceut studies, but also a stressful one. Every student has only a few or even just one chance to enter the clean room, before moving on to real professional work, where the cost of an aseptic mistake could be severe. Maintaining the workspace and organizing practice sessions is also a costly endeavor for the faculty. Anything that could help prepare the students for the trial could be of great value. All hope is not lost, however. Let us move 3 floors up, for there a new solution is being developed. In 2019, a project was launched to develop a new kind of learning method for aseptic work, and brave students from the Department of Computer Science took on the challenge. Now, in 2022, a new team has picked up the project and taken it to a whole new level. An immersive virtual reality experience, built to simulate and teach working in the clean room. The goal in the game is to prepare an antimicrobial eye medicine for examination, and analyze its cleanliness, using the membrane filtration method. The player must complete the correct steps in order to achieve this, and be careful to work in an aseptic manner. The player will gain points for completing steps, and lose points when making mistakes that harm the asepticity of the work. Along the way they receive instant feedback on their actions, and guidance on how to proceed. A fun little detail here, these bottles with text written on their side may not look like much, but rendering dynamic text on a curved surface, like a bottle, is actually a fairly complex task. We had to spend some time figuring how to do it, but the end result looks solid. A big clearly visible clock is an important part of clean room equipment, as while inside you would not be able to reach for your phone or watch to write down the time. So how did we make it? The game is built using the Unity game engine, and its Steam VR plugin. Unity provides a comprehensive editor, to design a game scene with various objects, to which scripts can be attached to define complex behavior. Everything is programmed in the C# language. We've also had great use for 3D modeling skills to create new equipment and objects. This button represents the action of setting the medical waste hose to flow to the waste bin from the pump. We actually tried many times to implement a simulated hose which the player would have to attach to the bin, but it proved far too difficult to make reliably. This also illustrates that a learning environment does not need to be too accurately simulated, as long as it conveys the idea to the learner. Here's a quick overview of the game implementation. The game scene consists of various game objects, each of which have corresponding scripts driving their behavior. The player can interact with equipment and the user interface. Possible interactions include grabbing, moving, hovering, and controller button presses. One of the most complicated parts of the game is the interactions between items. They need to be able to detect collisions between certain types of items and be able to connect to each other in a particular way. These interactions between items and the player fire specific game events, which are listened to by the game's progress system. The progress system consists of multiple tasks, which represent different work steps in the process. Each task requires specific game events, which result from the actions of the player, to take place in order to be completed. The tasks will report the success or mistakes of the player with pop-up texts and give instructions. At the end, the player will see a summary on how they performed. Overall, this project has been a wild experience. None of us had previous experience working in a software development team building a product for a customer, and our team was mostly very new to Unity, let alone VR development. Having to familiarize ourselves with a large existing code base in a completely new development environment has been challenging but also incredibly illuminating. Everyone in our team has grown as software engineers, game developers, and team players. For this project, we want to thank our customers who have been very nice to work with, our instructor, and the organizers of the course.